What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's the Cardinal coming at you with another review of a popular hot ticket item by the name of the Super Nintendo Classic. Now you may have heard of this thing. It's a tiny little guy. It's about this big. Can fit in your pocket. And it is a faithful recreation of the Super Nintendo, but smaller version. But the controllers, as you can see, are absolutely right to scale. They're totally fucking this is the same exact controller. It feels fucking great right out the box. That was the first thing I noticed. I grabbed the controller and I just held it in my hand and I was like, this feels amazing. I mean, just the same clicks, the same responsiveness. And what else is cool is it's really hard to come by a new SNES controller, because most of them that aren't some sort of fucking knockoff. And I know there's a lot of people say there's these faithfully recreated controllers that are blah 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 blah, but this is exactly the fucking same, and it feels the same, but it's new, so it doesn't have that worn down feel. It doesn't have the one button that sticks or whatever. It's brand fucking new, and that's great. And I know that's expected, and it's not going to be really super celebrated, but it's great. It feels fucking perfect. First things first. I do have some complaints, but this box is really, really amazing. I wasn't prepared for how just excited I was. How excited I got when I turned it on, and you realize what games come with this. It's just crazy how good these games are. And I know a lot of people own an SNES and they're like, why do I don't need this, I got these games, blah blah blah. But a lot of people don't. Like me, the SNES is my favorite system of all time. I got rid of my system. I just couldn't play it. I didn't have a TV. I couldn't hook up to my TV. I didn't want to spend time with the adapters and the bullshit and whatever. And yeah, another thing is, you could do all these games on an emulator, on a ROM. The same thing. I don't want to deal with a PC. I don't want to deal with this shit breaking and updating and PCs crashing and viruses and having to figure out what controller works best and all these third-party bullshits. I just want to go straight to the fucking source. This is a great way to do it. Now, I know a lot of people didn't get one, so I understand that sucks. I kind of got lucky because the profession I'm in just let me get a copy pretty easily. But right out the gate, let's start this review. I can't start this review without stating the games that come with this thing. You have Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, 6, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby Superstar, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Yoshi's Island, and the never-before-released Star Fox 2. That's a crazy lineup, dude. This is the best singular collection of video games that has ever been released, in my opinion. Fuck, dude. Like, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 6, Kirby Superstar, and Super Mario World alone, just right, that the tiny little thing right there is those are my favorite games ever made. Just right in that small pocket. Earthbound being my favorite game ever made, and Earthbound is going for $300-$400 for just a cartridge of it. You know what I mean? So that's what's awesome about being able to pick, have this in this little package. Yeah, some people say this is overpriced. It's $80, $79.99 for this thing. But if you really think about it, it's not overpriced, because how much you have to pay to get each one of these fucking carts. Link to the Past and fucking Mario RPG and Super Metroid, Earthbound. Jesus Christ, dude, you'd be spending way more than $80. Now, I will say this. Some complaints with this thing. So, number one, right out the gate, the controller cord length is not optimal. They're 4.7 feet long, the cables, which are shorter, considerably shorter than they were when we were kids, which makes no fucking sense. I don't know why they did this. Why the fuck are they shorter? Makes no sense. I know they're longer than they were in the the NES Classic, but that doesn't excuse anything. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. Why? Why would you make it fucking shorter? Like, when we were kids, we were able to sit closer to our TVs. Now we have these big TVs. Most people have bigger, living rooms than they did when they were kids. Like me, I grew up in a small house and I had a, smaller TV and whatever. Everybody's got bigger TVs now and they sit further away. So why the fuck are these cords shorter than when we were kids? It's bullshit. Fuck you, Nintendo, for that one. That's horse balls. The other big complaint I have is to change games, you have to hit the reset button. There is no option on the controller because they're so faithfully recreated for you to return to the menu. So once you start playing, say, fucking Castlevania 4, and you're like, well, this is fun, but it's not as fun as I remember. I want to play Kirby Superstar. And so you have to fucking get up, walk over to the thing, and hit reset to get back to the main thing. Now that's fucking dog shit as well, right? That's total bullshit. I don't understand that design decision. That makes zero sense to me. I've heard them say that it's like, if you had the games, the original games, you had to go to the console to reset it. So you'd have to put in a new game. That's how it would work. I'm like, number one, okay, yeah, but the original Super Nintendo wasn't this fucking big and didn't come with 21 games inside of it also. So that doesn't make any sense. And number two, what? That wasn't the reason we liked the Super Nintendo, was to get up to change cartridges. Like, if we could fucking do it from the couch, that would be... I don't know. I think it was laziness was what this was. And they try to say it was some sort of, it's nostalgia, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It's fucking lazy. But fortunately, every game on this console, most of the games on this console are the best games ever made. That's crazy. I probably would have paid $80 just to have a console with, like, Link to the Past, Earthbound, and Super Metroid. Like, those three games alone, like, I would have paid $80 to have this. I don't know. It's not for everyone, though. If you didn't grow up with this thing, then there's really no reason for it. A lot of it, like I said, is nostalgia. The other cool thing, so the user interface, the UI is really cool. You can select your games. You can sort them by recently played, most favorited, multiplayer, one player, publisher. You can sort them by different things. That's really cool. There's original music, like loungy, cool Nintendo music playing that they created just for this thing, playing in the background. You can change the border around, because obviously the original was it the 4:3 resolution, has to be this. Most people's TVs are this, so that you can select quite a few different borders, which is cool. There's a really cool save feature where you can just save state. You can hit the reset button and save your game at any time with any game right before a boss fight. You can even save in the middle of a Street Fighter 2 battle, which is hilarious. And another really cool thing is there's a rewind feature, so you can say you're playing a really hard platformer like Ghouls and Ghosts or Mega Man X or something. I don't think Mega Man X is that hard, to be honest, but something like that, and you're like, fuck, I just missed the thing and now I gotta start all the way over. Well, there's like a rewind. You can hit reset, you can go back and you can actually rewind the game. I think it's 20 seconds. I may be wrong, or whatever, comment below. You can actually rewind and go back and replay certain tricky little parts of certain games, that a lot of these games are fucking hard, man. You know, and we're so used to these games where you can save everywhere. The Skyrims and the Witchers, you know, those games aren't easy, but you can save like any fucking time you want. So it's like not that hard because you can just trial and error very easily. They never released Star Fox 2, which doesn't hold up very well. There's a couple games on here. To be specific, Kirby Dream Course was a weird one. Star Fox 2 is also a weird one. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I think a lot of people do like that game, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't hold up great. I mean, the gameplay does it. The game's just so fucking hard, and it's not really enjoyable for me. I don't know. Some masochists out there are probably like, "Well, fuck this guy. He sucks at games. Get good." Whatever, man. I like Dark Souls and I like Mega Man and shit, but Ghouls and Ghosts is just ridiculous. In the places of those, I would have loved to see. There's some crazy glaring omissions of this list, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is still probably the best condensed version of a collection of games that you could ever get. But the glaring omission, like number one, everyone's saying is Chrono Trigger. Why the fuck is Chrono Trigger not on here? And people are saying it's a publisher thing, which doesn't make sense to me because if Final Fantasy 3, 6, whichever one you want to call it, Final Fantasy 6 is on here, and so is Mario RPG, and so is Secret of Mana, why the fuck is Chrono Trigger not here? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Comment below. Maybe you know more than me. Also, like, Killer Instinct would have been cool, or Mortal Kombat. I understand, like, if you're going to add a fighting game, Street Fighter was the go-to choice, and I get that. What's going to piss me off is if they come out with a different version of this, like, later in the year, you know, or, not later in the year, but next year, they come out with another SNES, you know, deluxe, and, like, you know, add, like, 15 more games. I'm going to be super pissed off. Like, it's going to be stupid. But, yeah, as it stands, there's some weird games that weren't on here that were, like again, especially Chrono Trigger. That was a weird omission. That must have been some sort of weird publishing or something error. But as it stands, this is a great little console. It's really fun. The controllers are fucking faithfully recreated. Everything feels really great. The save states are great. Everything is super quick and just fluid. And the game just looks really good. All the games look really good. I can't really find many complaints outside of the short controller cord length and the having to hit reset to switch games, which is so ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck they did that, but as it stands, highly recommended. If you can get your hands on one of these fucking things, definitely do it. It's really worth your time and the effort. Don't buy these fucking stupid bundles people are selling on fucking eBay. Don't give in to the scalpers. Just wait around. I'm sure they're going to release some more for Black Friday or something like that. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts after playing the SNES Classic for the last few days. And I think it's fucking pretty awesome. It's rad. That's all I want to do right now. I've been obsessed with Destiny 2. I haven't been playing it at all because I'm obsessed with this new old thing. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, give me a like. If you didn't, fucking dislike the shit out of it. I don't care. Have a good one, guys.